They told us to give a disclaimer. The views expressed on this podcast are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, owners, sponsorships, or employees of thereof. Pretty much, if you're soft, don't listen to this podcast. One thing I pride myself on is just being the same and trying to look out for my folks along the way.
Like, even with all these, big things happening, like, you still mad humble, and you still, like, you have enough clout now where you could easily be like, I'm not fucking with this, I'm not fucking with that.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers, it's on. Welcome back to Unrestricted. It's DreRawka. Thank you for press and play. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all that good stuff, because the numbers are going up, and up, and I greatly appreciate it. We're almost at monetization. That's what it is. We're almost there, so I appreciate all the love and support I've been getting. Today I got a very special guest right across from me, Abigail Landin. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay, just make sure you're really close up onto the mic. I want people to hear you.
All right, that's I'm doing good. Thanks.
I love this right here because off mic you came into the studio and you're like, this is my first time. This is my first time doing a podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I don't know what to expect, so it's all gonna be new for me, and I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you again, Waldo, for introducing us.
Yes.
I got a chance to see some of your artwork, some of your paintings, and I thought they were gorgeous. I thought they were really done very well.
Oh, thank you.
And when Waldo was telling me a little bit about you, I was like, have her come up. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's get you some more exposure on your art. So I want to start with, where did this inspiration for art come from? Where did you get inspired to pick up a canvas and some paint?
Oh my goodness. What inspires me? I don't know, so many things, I guess, but I starting to be more interested on painting, like oils, what you probably saw, just about a few years back, when I was about 8 years old. That's when I started, like making little drawings, like comics, when I was little, things that you like in cartoons and stuff. And I thought I had like a little bit of a talent, I guess, for to copy things. So I really like the charcoal. Like, I love painting with charcoal.
Yeah.
So that's when I started. I was like 8 or 10. So then I stopped and I started painting again when I was 16. And people started telling me that I had a talent for it. But I guess when, I don't know, going back to your question, I guess what inspires me is, I don't know, I guess it's every time that I paint, I just lose myself with the brushes, like me in front of a canvas and with a brush, I just can't think of anything else. I'm lost there.
When you're you're eight years old, so that's elementary school. That's like 4th grade, 5th grade.
Yeah, yeah.
Where did you get this charcoal? Would you get this material in school? Did your parents buy you stuff to like do art stuff?
Well, my dad, he also has a talent for drawing. So I remember seeing him like drawing faces. He was really good with faces and portraits, and I just pretty much took his pencils that he had, and like, I remember he had like some tubes. They were like charcoals, and I just thought they were like really cool, and I started sharpening them and making things out of them, like the comics and stuff. I really like doing naked bodies. I don't know. It's for me, I feel like the anatomy of a body is just perfect and it's beautiful. Yeah. And the best way to show it without, being morbid and things like that, instead of like in a picture, I feel like with art, you can actually appreciate more the beauty of a body than in anything else. So
when you're doing these body paintings or art, is it like a model? Is you sitting is like a model in front of you, or how do you just imagine the body that you want to create?
Yeah, mostly the shapes, whatever they're like, usually running or doing some sort of dance, something sexy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, mostly I like to copy things from. I don't know, if I see a picture and they have like an action that looks really cool, I just think I could draw that and it'll look probably pretty cool if I move the arm like this way and the leg this way. And I just kind of go as I imagine it. But I do actually have to copy it from something. Like I can't just have like a piece of blank paper and start painting something off of my mind. Maybe I could. I don't know. I haven't even tried it. I should try it. Now that you gave me the idea.
That's what I'm thinking is like, how do you exercise that muscle, right? Maybe you do just pick something out of a hat, right? And then whatever it is on the paper, you try to draw just off of imagination.
Yeah, I guess it takes for you to get a move on things, because I didn't, like I said before, I started painting with charcoal and I didn't know I was good with like oils until I tried it, and I guess I do have a talent for oils, and I guess I don't know, maybe I should try it. I just come up with my own thing and start painting. Yeah, maybe I should try that.
Did Dad get mad at you when you're using his material, or did he encourage you to use?
My dad. No, he encouraged me. He was really supportive. I guess he saw that I liked it, so he just kind of like started buying me things and stuff. When I was little, he had his own business. He had like a embroidering business where he embroidered logos for the soccer teams. Was that like, the international ones, like the Italy and Real Madrid and all those things. He had a really good business. So he had a bunch of notebooks where he did his accounting, and I would take those notebooks and start drawing things like comics on his drawing. So he would get pissed off when I did that. But
it's like, is that a 2 or is that an 8? What do you do?
Yeah. When I was about that age, that's when that Little Mermaid came out of the vault. Oh. So it was really popular. And so I started drawing a bunch of mermaids on his notebook. So he was like, you fill all my notebooks out with like a bunch of mermaids and they don't even have the shape. And so he would get mad at me when I drew on his like accounting books. But other than that, he would buy me things and stuff. But I still painted the walls and everywhere. So yeah, I can imagine everybody getting pissed, of painting the walls and stuff. But other than that, he would encourage me. Like, he would be pretty supportive on my art and stuff. He was an awesome dad. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids, and I see that, I don't know if every kid goes through this phase or if every kid loves art, but for some reason I was that way. When I was 8 years old, I would have a notebook, and I would just have doodles. And I would have, most of it was graffiti. I'm not going to lie. Most of it was lettering.
Which is cool. It's art.
Exactly. And I remember having that notebook, and I remember just having little doodles, just little things that I would just think about.
Okay.
And now to this day, my kids do the same thing. My son, he'll imagine, he's really into wrestling right now, so he'll have like WWE, like he'll make characters and whatnot. Oh. And he's 8 years old. He's 9 years old. He'll be 10 in August.
Okay.
And one thing that I love that my kids haven't done yet, they haven't colored on the walls.
Oh,
not yet. I'm so thankful.
You're lucky. Yes, you're lucky, because they do. They just find, even if they don't like art, just whatever they can find that draws on the walls, they do. But that's really great.
Yeah. Are you a mother?
I do. I also have 3 children. I started young, so my kids are a little older. I have a 20-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 7-year-old.
Any of them follow mom's path of picking up a pen?
Not for right now. They do have an artist's ear. They play instruments. The 2 oldest, they play the guitar, the piano, and the cello. Oh. So they're pretty talented about that too. Like I wish they could do it a little more. But there's just so much. You're a parent. There's just so much that you can force your kids to do. I wish they can just I don't know, do so many. But I guess you do what you have or whatever.
Yeah. No, I get it. Did you pick up any instruments?
I didn't. I remember in school when I was in elementary, I think in 5th grade, I went to a guitar class. But I guess I liked it, but I wasn't that into it. Like, I wasn't that passionate with the guitar. But I don't know. I don't think I could have been good at. music. I don't know. I do like it, not that much.
I feel like music and painting or that type of art, I feel go hand in hand.
I think so too. Yeah, maybe that's if somehow along the way it turned into music for my kids. You know, my art. I don't know. I like to think that somehow I motivated them to do some artistic thing.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the music. Hopefully, hopefully that's the case.
How was Abigail as a student?
I was bad.
Oh,
I was
no.
a bad student. Yeah, I didn't like school at all. Like I hated math. I loved history. I think that was my favorite subject and the subject that I had like most better notes on, history and chemistry. For some reason, chemistry, which is weird because chemistry has a lot to do with mathematics, right? So I don't know.
A lot of measuring.
Yeah, a lot of measuring. But I graduated high school barely. Yes, I was really bad. I didn't go to my classes. I graduated early though. Like I at the end of my senior year, I just wanted to get done with school. Yeah. And then I kept going to school because I do nursing now. I do hair transplants. So I guess I don't know. Somehow, at least I finished like a career that is paying the bills for right now. So
yeah.
Do
you enjoy it?
The nursing, the hair transplants, I do. And I think I like it because I'm good at it. You know, most people that you find and then you ask them what they do and they just like, oh, I work this and this, and then they just don't really find it that they don't enjoy their work because they're just not good at it. But I think because I'm good at what I do, I do like it. And I've heard like my coworkers, they say that I do decent work and stuff. So I guess it's a decent work. Yeah, I don't want to sound too conceited, but
it's okay.
Yeah.
I want you to be. If I'm the guy getting the hair transplant or the gal getting it, I want you to be the best of the best, right?
Right. Yeah. And it's the same thing I always say. Like when we're doing hair transplants, I'm always telling them, you know, I am the best at this. And my coworkers, they're always like, oh my God, here we go. I'm like, well that's what they want to hear, right? It's confidence, and they want to hear confidence when they're working on you, even when they're just doing a haircut. You want to hear them that they're doing the best. So I want to touch on it just a little bit because I'm fascinated behind the hair transplant. Sure.
And because for the last like 5 years, this has been a thing. This has been a very popular thing where people are leaving the country to get this done, but we can get it done right here, right?
You can get it done right here. Yeah, there's like 8-9 doctors here in Salt Lake who do hair transplants. So yeah, you can get it done here. I've heard about Turkey. Is it Turkey?
That's the big spot.
The difference about I think the most difference between Turkey and the U.S. is because when we cut the hair, it's kind of hard to explain it to you without a picture. But imagine it's kind of like a drill, you know, and you're drilling the hair one by one off of the back of your head. So you're drilling the hair, and sometimes the hair grows in groupings, and they grow in like 1 or 2s or 3s.
When you say drilling the hair, are you talking about each follicle?
Each follicle, yeah. Yep. You drill the scalp, you know, and the drill just cuts around the hair follicle. And it cuts just thick enough so that it doesn't transect the hair follicle, and the hair just pulls out with a little bit of skin around it. I don't know if that makes a little sense.
No, it does.
So when they grow in groupings, we keep them like that, because if you separate the groupings, if you separate like the hairs, like the 3s and the 2s, to make it one single follicle, there's a chance that you might hurt the follicle. And there's a chance, like if you separate a 2 groupings, there's a chance that both of them might not grow at all once you place them into the scalp. So I feel like what they do in Turkey is that they separate all of those. That's what they say that they do, like 4,000 or 5,000 hairs in a sitting, which an average, I've been doing this for 15 years, an average of one sitting, like one surgical sitting, it's like between 1,800 to 2,500. And we can't really do more than that. Like, we can probably push it to 3,000 hairs per surgery, but that's like pushing it too much. I think that's a little too much for the patient, for us, for everybody. And that's the main reason. What I think they do over there, they just kind of like separate it, and they say that they're going to give you more, but actually they're just pretty much giving you the same thing. They're just counting every follicle, where here they count per graft. Per graft means like the groupings. Like if you punch one out and it comes in threes, you just leave it like that. And then if you punch one over there, I can imagine you just separate that threes, and you have three hair follicles. I don't know if it makes sense.
No, it does. It makes total sense, and I'm fascinated by it because I feel like as a man that's losing his hair,
yeah, and I mean, I
might have to come see you soon.
Yeah, you're welcome. I will take care of you. You have the best of the best right here.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I was gonna say something, and which I've like totally slipped my mind about the turkey. I was gonna say that when you have to be careful, because if they tell you that you're gonna get 2,500 grafts in one sitting, you have to make sure you have the space, because if you have like just little recedings and they tell you that they're gonna implant 2,500 hairs on those recedings, they're too packed together, and each individual hair needs its own blood supply in order to survive. So you need the space, you need the hair. I don't know. It's just so many factors that you have to look up to, and just make sure that if you're serious about doing something like that, like getting something like that done, it's by a professional, and they know what they're doing.
You're the professional.
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah. 17.
Oh my goodness. So was it 2 years of school, or how much schooling?
There's not really a school for it. You just learn on the job. You need I think right now you can just get your medical, your surgical tech, or your medical assistant. And if you have the training, if you have the experience, the technique to do it, they can just hire you and do it, because they're always looking for people to do that, because not a lot of people can. Not a lot of people has the patience to count one hair, like if to extract one hair one by one, and then on top of that, still place it one by one. You know, you have to make incisions, then place them by one by one. So it takes time, it takes patience, it takes, technique.
See, I think about that, and it gives me anxiety already. I'm like, oh, I'm not cut out for that. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn.
It is.
And you have to be very precise. Like, you're doing surgery.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing easy about what you do. Even though you've been doing it 17 years, it's probably just another day on the job to you, but
it was hard. It was hard because it takes you about 2 or 3 years to learn, to get like a really good training. And I mean, sometimes we do train people, but after 2 or 3 years, they decided that they don't want to do this. That's like 3 years down the trash, wasted on somebody that didn't have the capacity to do it. So
you got to be passionate about it if you're going to, roll over all that time and put all that time and effort into it. Hopefully you can see it through.
Yeah. And I don't know. I really don't know what it takes, because my sister, she does it with me, and she doesn't have patience at all. She's like one of those girls that if she finds something that is broken, she doesn't wait for anybody to tell her what to do. She just goes and tries to fix it. And even if she leaves it like worse than how she found it, but she's really good at it too. Yeah. And she's not patient at all. So I don't know what it takes. I really don't know what it takes.
So what's the next step for you? Are you happy? Are you content with being a nurse in this field, or do you want to be the doctor, or whatever the next step is to?
Well, I thought for a minute about becoming a doctor, because it's a job that pays the bills. Like it's a really good job, and it's so popular out there, and a lot of people, the more people that hear about it, the more people that want to get it, which is good for men, because guys, the difference between women and guys, you know how women, they get like breast implants and liposuction and all of that, which is nothing wrong with that. I feel like if you have the chance to do it, if you're able to do something like that, and if you can afford to do it, then do it, right? But they're trying to get something that they never had, which a man, they're trying to, get what you want, what they once had. So that's the difference between the hair transplants and the physical, like the other type of surgery. But it's getting more popular with the days. But answering to your question again, if I ever wanted to become a doctor, I did. But right now I'm 39. I'm going to be 39 this year. So I think by the time that I'm done with like medical school, I'm going to be pretty much like ready to retire. So I don't think I want to do it now. I mean, I think my next step is just, I don't know. I do want to give it, I want to give the art a chance. Like, I wish I could do something like that, because like I said, I went from just being a hobby to being passionate about it. Like, I really like it. I'm really passionate about it. And I just want to, I don't know, maybe I've actually never told this to anybody, but, a few people, but not a lot of people. But I just want to be able to, I don't know, maybe set up like a bar area, maybe like a restaurant, just like a bar, not a restaurant, like a bar, and have a galleria, right, with it, where I can sell my art, and then just pretty much that'd be it, just retire doing that. Just have like a little, like, I don't know, like a little cantina there, and have a little bit of art, and have a little bit of jazz music playing here and there.
Well, I think that's very doable, and you can do it yourself, right? Yeah. You can do something as simple as even just renting out a nice Airbnb and having a nice little feng shui at a house somewhere.
That's a good idea. Airbnb is pretty popular right now too.
Yeah, it's affordable, right? Because you think about most venues, you're spending close to $700 to about $2,000 on just the venue. That's just a place to house, a place to have an event, right? And then you gotta hire a bartender, then you gotta hire liquor, and then you gotta hire a DJ or a band or whatever. And then on top of that, you gotta make sure that the people that are coming in to buy it are comfortable, right? So does that mean having little food, right? These kind of things, it adds up. It's a very expensive thing. But if you can get an Airbnb for $200 for a weekend or whatever, a nice one with a backyard, and then you go and get, some chairs and stuff, you can whittle that money down to a place where it's affordable, and it still shows off like, hey, we're doing something big, right?
Right.
So there's a way to do it, and I'm always in the corner of entrepreneurs doing it themselves, right? Because the more money you spend, the more it gets tough. It gets really hard.
It does, yeah. And when I've always worked with my sister since ever. We went to hair school together, so we opened up a hair salon, and we have run a hair salon for like 10 years. And I think our mistake was not to invest more into the hair salon, not to hire like good hairstylist, and not to maybe, I don't know, do propaganda or put more money into the hair salon. I think that was our mistake. We worked it for 10 years. We both got tired of doing it. We sold it, and then we opened up another one, and then we just kind of like sold it again. We wanted to invest into something, like buy real estate and stuff. But yeah, I think you're right. I mean, if you like what you said about, putting like a bar, and then you have to think about the food and the waitress and stuff. You have to invest in people who's willing to help and do the work, and look at their job as if it was, their only source of income in order for it to succeed. It's just hard. It's really hard to find people like that, like help like that. So.
Well, I think you look internally, look at who can help you internally, right? And then just what I like to do is I like to make a list. What do I need to make this happen?
Okay.
Right? And then slowly go down that list. Is there somebody that can do each one of these things that's close to me that I trust? Right? And then from there, you fill in the blanks. You fill in everything else.
Yeah, as you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Most of the time, people that really are in your corner and really want you to succeed, they'll do it just to help you, right? And then eventually, hopefully, there's some money that comes later on or whatever. Or maybe you figure out a way, how can I help them help me at the same time?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, is it exposure? Is it a band that needs exposure, or is it a photographer that needs exposure, right? It gives them an opportunity to get, placement and stuff like that. Is there a chef that needs help branding their food? Well, I got a party, come cook food, right?
Yeah.
Showcase your food. And at the same time, we're having the gallery right here. So I think there's a way to do it. You just got to be creative. With you being so fresh on this art scene, have you had a chance to go and network with other artists? Have you been to any galas or anything like that?
I met, I don't know if you've heard of Pilar Povil. She's a Spaniard and she lives downtown. She's a senior lady, and they invited me to her house, and we went to her house. She paints a lot of self-portraits. Like, she had a bunch of like portraits, and she loves color. So her house was full of color, and she was really nice. And then she just told me to prepare myself with a couple paintings, because every year she does like a galleria in her house. Like, every year they throw like a big party and they bring a bunch of artists and they display their artwork and stuff.
Everything we just talked about.
Yeah. And I was really excited about it. I was like, yeah, let's do that. Because I met her last year around June. I went to her house and I saw everything. And she just told me she was going to call me, and she never did. I think she forgot. And I've been trying to get in contact with her again, and I just haven't been lucky. But
have you showed up?
I don't know. What do you? I don't know. What do you think? Should I like just go into her house? Like, what do you need?
No, not her house.
Yeah,
not her house.
What do you mean showed up?
so for me, it's for me in my community, right, which is the podcast community, which is the music community. If there's a show, I'll show up to the show. Or if there's somebody doing a live show, go to the live show. If she's having I don't know if she's on social media or not, but if she posts something okay, well, I think for you, what I would do, because you'll run into her. It's a small city.
Yeah.
You'll run into her. What I would recommend is going to the art shows. We just had the Utah Arts Festival downtown. Did you go?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
Did you introduce yourself to people?
No.
You got to do it.
I know.
You
I
say,
know.
Hey, this is who I am. If you got a business card, hey, this is my social media. Give me a follow. Give me a like or whatever. Check out my art. You know what I mean? And do that and do that back to other artists too. And if it's genuine, only be genuine, right? If there's an artist that you really appreciate, introduce yourself. I really loved your art. My name is Abigail. This is what I do. I would really love to follow you on social media. What's your Instagram or whatever?
Yeah.
Or,
I did that, where at the art festivals and the Kimball art festivals in Park City.
Yeah.
And I felt like I interacted with a few of them, but I feel like they feel a little threatened by another artist. Most of them, because also some of them weren't like local. They were not from here, but they come here to Utah for like, I don't know, a lot. I didn't think Utah, I mean, there's art in every city, but I didn't think Utah was that big on art. But what I found out about most of these artists is that they find, I don't know, a lot of gallerias and events and stuff here in Utah. So when I asked them, about their information and if they wanted to interact and stuff like that, they were just kind of like giving me, that's okay. And I'll be fine for a little bit. And it was kind of rude. And I mean, you do feel a little like overwhelmed when they kind of just don't help you out that way. So they discourage you a little bit. But yeah, at the same time, I shouldn't let things like that affect me, and then just keep on trying. I should.
How do you find confidence in art? How do you feel your confidence in art, in your art? The way you're confident in what you do for the hair transplants, how do you find that confidence in your art?
That's a good question, because I don't think I've found it yet.
I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Because these people that are conceited, these people that feel threatened, you're going to have that. I get it every day. People always feel like you're trying to go after their spot, when in reality, there's enough bread for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. There's enough room for everybody to grow in whatever space you're in, whether if it's photography, in art, in DJing. There's enough space for everybody. The thing is that people will feel threatened when you're good, and that's a great thing, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to see it. That's good.
And you're well spoken. You got to look.
Oh, thanks.
Like that's where. Yeah, of course they're gonna be threatened.
Oh, thank you.
But I feel like if you find that confidence within yourself in this art, you're gonna be smooth sailing. You're gonna be like, okay,
I know.
if you don't want to collab with me, fine. I'm gonna keep moving. You know, like that's the type of attitude I would love to have from you in this art world. Yeah. Don't be afraid to go up to a business in Park City and be like, hey, I have a great piece that would be wonderful for your store, and do some free art. Get your art in places. Because who knows, when they're up in that store, they might ask the cashier, hey, who did that art?
Right.
Oh, it's Abigail. Here's her contact information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. Oh, thank you. That was great. I've never really thought about, like, right now that you just put my confidence as a hair transplant with my art. I've actually never thought about it until now, because I really don't feel that confident. Like, I don't feel, I don't know, this is going to probably sound a little stupid, but I don't feel I'm that good. Is that crazy?
I think that's natural. I feel like it's healthy to be that way. I feel it shows that you're growing in an area that you're just learning, you know, not just learning because you've been doing it forever, but just learning in the professional sense.
Yeah.
Right. Because the goal is, what I'm understanding is that you want to live off of your art.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be nice, right?
It'd be nice. Yeah, because it would be like living off of what I love to do.
Exactly.
So it's been nice. I mean, I have been painting since I was 8, but the painting, like the oils and the acrylics, I think I started with acrylics. I just started, I don't know, a few years. And it's not like I do it all the time. I should put more effort and paint more often.
You got to.
Yeah, because I don't do it all the time. I should paint more.
Why not?
Often. Because I guess time and like I said, I'm a single mom, so that's a little. It takes most of my time.
Abigail, you got grown kids. It's not like you're burping babies.
Well, I know, but they weren't that grown since the beginning.
But now
they are.
Now
yeah,
you got a 7-year-old.
Yeah,
right. That's your baby. That's your youngest. Mm-hmm. And I know 7-year-olds can be a handful, but that's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, and I do have a lot of help, so that shouldn't be an excuse.
You got to take that out. You got to take those excuses out, because you're going to be your own. The only person holding you back is you right now.
Right.
So for me, I look at this as, okay, one big thing is that you said you're single, so there ain't nobody breathing down your neck that you need to pay more attention to.
Right.
It's literally
that's
your
correct.
career. It's your family, your kids, right? Mm-hmm. Your career, and then your art, right?
Right.
These are 3 things that you should make a priority. You should do whatever you feel like. But in my opinion, for you to be to fulfill the potential that we know you can get to, mm-hmm. and that you know what's in yourself, sacrifice 2 hours a night.
Right. Yeah, because you already do it by reading or listening to music or just like exercising.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
You like movement? Go take your sketchbook and go down to the park. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Just get inspiration by movements of people. When there's a hip hop jam in the park, go down to the library square. They do it all the time, where the breakdancers are breakdancing. I'm sure you can get inspiration down there. Yeah,
that'd be cool to capture someone breakdancing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about, okay, what she gets inspired by the body, she gets inspired by movements. How can she? And there's tons of models, right? There's tons of models in Instagram and all that good stuff. Set up a session. They're all over Salt Lake. There's so many people that you can collab with, mm-hmm. just to get your name out there. That's how you build catalog. That's how people get to know who you are and see your face. And now they see your art, and now they're like, oh, okay, well, I need to do a commission with her.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to go more out there. Get to know more people like you, not to motivate me.
Yeah. Just get it done.
Yeah, just get it done. That's all it takes. Well, we're gonna have to do it. I mean, what else?
Do you paint when you're angry?
No, I can't. I can't. I've tried it. Well, not when I'm angry. When I'm angry, I've never tried it. I tried it once when I was sad. When I was something happened along the way, and it got me like really depressed. And my brother is the one that actually told me, like, you should paint something. And I was like, I can't paint when I'm sad, He's like, it's okay, just mess up a painting or get to know yourself. Like, how do you act when you're angry or when you're sad? And so I did it. I painted a girl. I remember, I think it was, and she was. It was funny because she was. I was just painting her back, and it looked really. I don't know. It looked like she was anorexic or something.
Yeah.
It was a really bad painting. And when at that moment, I just didn't want to even finish the painting. Like every time when I start a painting, I never want to stop until it's done. And you probably know this from like a lot of artists or musicians or whatever, but they're kind of like, we tend to be perfectionists, and we never see a piece that is perfected. We never do. And the more we look at it, the worse it looks in our eyes.
Yeah.
So you always kind of want to touch up like a little detail, even when the painting is done. I remember I brought the paintings and they were taking pictures of them. And as they were taking pictures of them, I was looking at them. I was looking, I should have brought my paintings and I don't know, touch it here and touch it there. So you never see your art as finished. But for some reason, that painting, I never wanted to look at it again. I never wanted to see it, and I just threw it away. I got rid of it.
And that was probably the one. The one.
There you go. See, it would have been. It probably would have been.
Art is subjective, right?
It is. It is.
What you see in your art isn't what I see.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because everybody looks at it differently.
That's where it's like, I always went back and forth with artists, and even when I was in art class at Conwood High School, somebody would do exactly what you did and trash a canvas because they didn't like it. And I'm like, well, that's great. What are you doing?
Right? Oh, wow. That's horrible. I shouldn't have thrown it away.
I would suggest keep it, man. Like, keep it.
Yeah.
Like, just keep it in the, put it in the closet or something.
Just as a memory, right? Or like the time when I went through this.
You know what I was just thinking? How cool would it be is if the way that you were talking about how your brother, the whole story that you gave us about the anorexic picture, it's what you kind of quoted it.
Yeah, the anorexic girl.
How cool would it be is if every one of these paintings had a story that you told? Like,
because they do.
On even like, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but if I'm at an art gallery and I see like you put like a QR code and I scan that, and then you tell like the story of how this art became to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
I was the artist was going through some things emotionally. She had this thing go on, and this is what came to be off of this piece of art.
You see, you just made me regret throwing that painting away. I feel like I should go and then find it somewhere in the dumpster or something. I don't know.
No, everything happens for a reason. I'm a true believer in that. I'm a true believer in.
Well, now I am too. Too late, but I'm not too late, but
that's funny.
Better late than sorry.
Yeah. So do you have like a studio you go to, or just paint at home?
I just paint at home. I have like a little studio at my house. I set up a room where I can just do my painting and stuff. It's just like a normal room. But I've actually met someone who they have like a little local downtown. And they were actually suggesting the same thing that you just told me about renting like an Airbnb for like a weekend.
Yeah.
Because they're using it for like Monday through Friday. But I don't know because if here I go with excuses again. Like I said, if I were to do that, sometimes like I work Saturdays and Sundays is the only day where I can spend with my kids, and I would feel just like attached to it. But there's always ways to work it. So I don't know. Maybe I would do something like that. Rent like a space or do something, because you do need your space, right? In order to inspire you to feel more comfortable.
Yeah, this is my creative space. I come here and I get inspired.
I love it.
Thank you.
Nice.
We do photos here. We do videos here. We shoot everything in here, and I just make sure I get my monthly rent done. And I can do whatever I want whenever I want, 24 hours, and create. And I feel like, yeah, a creative space is great, but it has to make sense, right? If it makes sense for you, then do it. I feel like that way for anything. Jump into it. Don't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be scared to make a purchase. Don't be scared to do these things. Money comes and goes.
Exactly.
You know, one thing I wanted to know is, what do your kids think about mom's art? What do they think about this?
They're I never see them too excited about my art. I think it is because mom is doing it. It's not that cool, you know. So they're not my biggest supportives. I don't think. I think my biggest supportive is my sister. Yeah, my sister, my brother, but my kids. I think I feel like even if they see me that I'm like successful and everybody knows me and everybody knows my art, they're not gonna think it's cool because it's their mom.
Yeah.
But that's just how kids are. They're horrible.
Why do we have them? No,
why do we have them?
No, we love our kids, but I think that a weekend, right, a Sunday to support mom has probably done a lot for them. They could sacrifice a weekend.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, if I force them, they have to.
So right now you're creating art. You're gonna do it more. We're committing today.
Yes,
we'll do it more.
Yeah.
Are you jotting down thoughts? Do you jot down thoughts? I know that you have to look at whatever it is that you're painting, but maybe do you have a notepad or something that you can jot down ideas?
You know, I used to do that. Now that you mentioned that, I used to do that when I took on reading a few years back. I was reading so much, and I used to write a lot. I even thought that I was going to write my own book. And I haven't done it since I stopped reading because I started like focusing on my art now. I haven't done it. So weird.
Would your book be fiction or?
No, it was mostly like personal growth. Yeah, no fiction. I'm not too big on fiction or soap operas or whatever they're novels. Telenovelas, yeah. I don't think I have that big of imagination on creating drama and stuff like that.
Yeah. I could write a great one with my life.
Oh well, I bet. Yeah, we can all probably like throw our book out there and be bestsellers, you know, because we it's so funny how we all like so different. Like our life is so different, but at the same time, it's pretty much the same.
It is,
isn't it?
It is. It very much is. It's just how it's being told.
It's how it's being told. That's true.
What's your thoughts on artificial intelligent art? You know, the AR art that you see everybody using right now.
Yes, I love it. I think it's a great thing to do. I don't think I would do it like for me, but I don't know. It's I think anything that has to do with like building or creating, it's amazing. It's art, but I don't see me doing it. I don't know why. Like I love it because the other day I saw how they were creating a face, and they were like starting from the eyes and stuff, and it was like a whole 3D thing, and it was pretty much a sculpture. And at the same time, I thought it looked really good, and I know that it took them a while to create the program and do everything. But at the same time, I thought, where's, you know, the technique and the hand and this and that? I think it's great, but at the same time, I don't think I would do it. Because for me, since I know how to paint, it would be kind of cheating. For people who don't know how to paint and they want to paint, it would be amazing. It's great for them, you know? Do
you look at guys' heads different now? Like
yes.
When you're at the grocery store, you're like, ooh, I could really help him.
I did it at the beginning when I first started doing hair transplants. I was like, he needs this, he needs that. Now what I see, it's when they have like a really bad surgery done. I see, yeah, I see, and I was like, oh no, they really messed up their hairline, or they did this wrong, or he shouldn't have done anything.
Could you fix something like that if there's a bad surgery?
There's certain things that you can fix. Yeah. There's some others that you just cannot. For example, I saw a friend of mine. He got feel kind of bad talking about him. I hope he doesn't.
He's definitely listening.
Yeah.
Don't say his name.
No, I won't say his name, but he had a really bad hairline drawn onto, because, you know, the doctor the doctors and artists as well. So they tried to recreate a natural hairline. You know, you're never gonna see a straight hairline or a perfectly round hairline. And this friend of mine had a perfectly round hairline, and it looked really thick. If they would have done something like maybe just add a little bit of hair, and it would have looked, you know, maybe natural. You could go in between the hair and maybe fix it and maybe make it a little more, I don't know, points here and there so it doesn't look so straight. But he was so thick that there's no way that you can go in between the hair and fix it. It would just forever look bad, like a botch job, you know? But
oh man, you just broke his heart.
Well, he doesn't know who he is. he'll be fine.
Can you do different hair? So like if I wanted like white boy hair, can I get white boy hair?
No, it has to be your own. I could do it like at the hair salon. We can just like bleach it and you know, give you like blonde hair. But hair, it has to be your own hair. Gotcha. Because in order for it to survive, because it like your genes, your blood, your same hair. I've heard, and this is this is kind of weird because they transplanted hair, like pubic hair, on this guy onto his temples. And the doctor actually said that the hair was going to take the same characteristics as the hair that used to be there before. So
he had nut hair on his head? That's crazy.
He did, actually. That's the worst part. He did. But for some reason, he wanted like pubic hair. Isn't it weird? So weird and crazy.
I think it's honestly the technology just blows my mind. They'd be able to do that, right? Like think about like they're able to do skin grafts. Like if you burn victims, right? They're able to grow skin.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're really like X-Men.
Yeah, we're
Are you
like
familiar with X-Men?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Wolverine and comic books, and yeah, they used to pay me to like draw like Wolverine,
really?
Especially. Yeah, he was really popular back in the day.
Are you doing
Spider-Man?
Do you still do a comic? Like,
no, not anymore. No, I feel like I'm more like
I know I've seen some nature.
Natural. I like natural, so like flowers, bodies. The anatomy, the body anatomy. I don't know. I was really passionate about when I was young. Maybe because when people saw that I used to know how to draw, like in junior high. Mm-hmm. One time, a friend of mine asked me to draw a Spider-Man, so I made him a Spider-Man, and then a few other friends were asking me to draw one for them. And I was like, no, I don't have the time. And they were like, I'll give you 50 cents for it. And I was like, okay, fine. Hey. And I started making them. So that's when I got really popular on the Wolverine and like the comic books and stuff, because people were actually paying me to do that. Yeah. So I started watching the comics more, and especially that Dragon Ball
Z.
Oh my God, he was so popular. Mm-hmm. And I started watching that because a lot of people were asking me for them. I was like, okay, fine.
What about Pokemon?
Pokemon, no. It wasn't that big when I was that. Well, maybe in my hometown, because it is pretty popular, right?
Yeah, it's hella big.
Maybe my hometown wasn't that popular, but I wasn't painting like Pokemon and stuff. No, mostly Dragon Ball Z and Spider-Man and cool comics like that.
Yeah.
not anime. Anime would have been cool. I would have loved to do anime. That would have been nice.
We'll jump into it now.
Yeah, maybe I should. I would.
And then next thing you know, you're at like Comic-Con. You could buy a booth at Comic-Con and sell your art.
Comic-Con. What is Comic-Con?
It's a really cool convention.
Okay.
And it's all centered around comic books, comic book characters, cartoons. They have old like Power Rangers TV shows, like guys Baywatch. They have old celebrities come and they sit on a panel. It's just a big convention for artists, pretty much.
You know, I just felt so old right now when I asked you that, because a friend of mine.
You're about to be 40.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you for reminding me.
Abigail's like, I'm never coming back.
No, that's okay. I mean, we have to embrace our age, right?
Yeah.
A friend of mine invited me to Comic-Con once. She just sent me like an invitation. I just didn't know what it was, but now it makes sense because she does like a bunch of paintings like Batman and all those movies. Yeah. You know, she does like a bunch of pencil drawings for that. I think she got a booth at Comic-Con, but when she invited me, that's why I was like, it sounds familiar, but what is it?
Abigail, I need you to say yes more often.
I know.
I feel like you say no to a lot of things.
Yes. I do that.
Start saying yes and just go. What's the worst thing that can happen? You don't like it? Okay, just don't go back next year.
See, like on that day when they invited me, a friend of mine, she works for Telemundo, and she invited me to display my art at the Cinco de Mayo festival.
Yeah.
And my sister was like, she just invited us and she told us that we could use this space. And I was like, I really don't want to do it. She's like, oh, just come on, let's bring your art and we're just going to hang out there. And that's where I met Waldo.
So you did go.
I did go.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
I did go.
Met
I met him there. Yeah. So that was amazing. Even my sister just told me the other day, she was like, see, if you wouldn't have gone, you wouldn't have gotten to take like pictures. I really wanted to take pictures of my artwork, but yeah.
So start saying yes.
I will. Start inviting me places since you seem to know a lot about art and conventions and stuff.
I'll follow you and then we'll get that all squared away.
Okay.
Something I want to get squared away. I want to give you a chance to win some money.
Okay.
You like money?
Oh, we all like money. I just feel bad that I'm gonna take your money.
Oh, you think you got it? So we're gonna play a game called What's That Noise?
Hey, Dre, would you calm down for a moment and just let me talk? Just at this point, you're just rambling, all right? What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Will Wonder, and I have a podcast called The Will Wonder Pod. I know, super original name, but I promise you'll love it. We talk sports, we talk music, and generally have some really interesting interviews with people that are doing some really cool things. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your podcast. Once again, that is The Will Wonder Pod. All right, Dre, go on about your business, whatever the fuck you were talking about.
What?
What is that noise?
Okay.
I'm going to play a noise, and if you can guess what it is, I will give you $25. You got Venmo or something like that? Apple Pay?
Yeah.
I'll send you Apple Pay.
I don't know how to use Apple Pay, but I have it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm kidding.
Senior.
Yes. I'm kidding. I know how to use it.
All right. 385-240-4666 is the number. If you want to get your guesses in, you can leave a voice note. You can also shoot a text anytime, any day, anywhere. Here you go. Here's your noise. It goes quick, so let me play it again. Any guesses?
I feel like you're cheating me right now.
No, it's one noise. Here you go.
Yeah, it's hard.
385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. Get your guesses in. Abigail, any guesses?
So if I guess it, I'm just, they're not going to have a chance to guess.
Yeah, exactly. If you can get it right.
Oh, wow.
I have a feeling you're not going to get it right, though.
No. Is it a window?
Is it a window? One more time, listen.
For me, it just sounds like a door or a window slamming.
Is that what you want to lock in?
Yeah.
All right.
God, I'm gonna lose $25. I'm not gonna lose $25.
No, you just won't win it.
I just won't win it. It's fine then.
That is the noise, and it is not shutting a window or a door. So that is incorrect. 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. Get your guesses in right now. If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us, 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
Hey Alexa, can you show me a new barber?
Don't worry, I got you.
Boogie Down Barbershop in Taylorsville is now open. Anything from gentleman's cuts, taper, fade, or if you want to treat yourself to a nice hot towel shave, Boogie Down Barbershop has you covered. Cuts for men and kids. Book your appointment today at boogiedownbarbershop.com. Let's jump into a segment called Questions.
Okay.
Now, I asked the internet. I said, hey, I need some questions for me and my guests, and they sent me some, okay? Questions is powered by the good folks over at a bar named Sue. You can catch live music, sports events, including UFC pay-per-views at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street and 3970 South Highland Drive. I will be at a bar named Sue July 8th for UFC 290. You can find out more at abarnamesue.com. Okay, first question comes in from Sarah in Sandy, Utah. She said, would you have went down in the sub? You hear about the little submarine that imploded?
Oh my God, that submarine.
Went to see the Titanic. She's asking if you would have went down there too.
If it was gonna make me that famous, yeah, I probably would have.
You'd be dead.
I know.
And no joking, we're sorry for the people that lost their lives, but
No, I don't. No, it's just. It's so weird that it has so much attention. Why did it have so much attention? Like every second, every minute, they were broadcasting it. Like why? I just still don't get it.
It was. Are they alive? Are they gonna be down there?
Well, there's so many other. I mean, I'm not saying that this was less important or anything, but there were so many other news that could have been like broadcast at the same time, and they don't even have as much as attention as this had.
That's how it happens, right?
It's crazy.
I mean, you think about the kids in Thailand. Remember when they were trapped in the cave, the 14 little boys?
That didn't even have that much attention.
Oh, they did. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, not every minute like this one. It was just they just kept going. TikTok had it every 2 or 3 TikToks I've heard.
Who's the guys in? Was it Chile that was stuck in the mine? The Chilean workers?
Oh yeah.
Remember those guys?
Yeah.
They got cut. There was another one. They were always on top of it. Are they gonna get out of there?
Oh, those were a little. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I shouldn't have said because they like those kids. They even got a Netflix special, right? So I guess.
Did you watch it?
I did.
The Thailand one?
It was so crazy how they got him out of there. It was so I don't know. Yep.
All right. No, I wouldn't have went down there. I'm scared. I'm scared of water. You don't know what's underneath there. Then there's whales, shark. I feel like whales are attacking everybody now. I feel like we're always seeing.
What's up with whales?
Did you see the new video of the whale eating the guy in the kayak?
I did. I actually saw that video. It was crazy.
Yeah.
They luckily they spit them out, right?
Yeah, he didn't taste good.
Yeah, whales are. I mean, I would think everybody would say no, since now they know the aftermath of what happened.
Yeah.
It's an easy answer.
Yeah. I would need a military grade submarine.
But I mean, if they would have told you we're gonna go down there to see the Titanic and it's pretty safe and they guarantee you 100% that they're bringing you back, would you go?
Nah, I seen the movie.
Right.
I've already seen the Titanic. I'm good.
I mean, why do you want to go down there anyways?
Here's the sad thing. I just found out today that Netflix is re-releasing Titanic on Netflix July 1st.
Especially for that, huh?
Isn't that wild? That's crazy.
That's why they probably did it.
Yeah.
Because they needed more.
They need the streams.
Yeah.
It's horrible. All right, Sarah, thank you for your question. Next question comes from Brandon in Idaho Falls. You killed it at FFC 26. Will you be back? So, over the weekend, Fierce Fighting Championship number 26. Are you familiar with like mixed martial arts?
I know some of them. I do enjoy them. I don't know names or I'm not that big into it, but I do enjoy watching them.
So we have a local promotion here. They put on shows. It's called Fierce Fighting Championship, and we had a show in Idaho Falls, Idaho, on Saturday, and so that's what they're saying. They're saying I did a good job. I DJ'd.
All right.
So.
Oh, see, I'm gonna start following you now, so that I know like all these events that you're doing, and they
you
sound
don't
pretty
ever get out
interesting.
the house.
I do, but for the wrong reasons. Well, not the wrong reasons. Like I do travel, like to travel a lot, but I should do more events.
What's the last place you traveled?
The last place I think was Florida. I went on for New Year's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was really good. The water is just amazing. I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be as warm as the Mexico beaches, but it was.
Was this your
amazing.
first? So it was your first time in Florida?
It was my first time in Florida. Yeah.
What city?
We went to I forgot.
Jacksonville, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. No. Clearwater.
Clearwater, Florida.
Clearwater. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where we went.
Resort.
Yeah, it was a resort. We also went to Disney World.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't think it was that great.
No?
No, I think I'd rather stick with Disneyland.
Because you're so bitter.
I guess. No, I mean, why do they want to divide it into 5 little parks? Why not just make a huge one? Just like Disneyland has 2 parks, and it's pretty cool. You just jump from one to the other one. And the other ones are like 5 small ones. Why do that?
I wouldn't know. I hate amusement parks.
You see?
Long lines, kids puking everywhere, families arguing. You see Disneyland? You see all the family fights that are happening at Disneyland?
No.
Like families getting in physical fights.
Well, I mean, it was doomed to happen. I mean, come on, like you just said, kids yelling everywhere and
That's true.
everywhere. They're always fighting. You know, the people cut in line in front of you and they get mad. They
How do
get
you
so
handle
mad.
that? If I'm somebody that cuts in front of you, what do you say to me?
You know, it's just one person in front of me.
Come on,
I
Gabby.
mean, it's not like you're bringing your bloodline along with you.
Abigail, I got six kids. It's me, my wife, and 7 kids. And I'm like, oh, she won't mind. It's only her and her 3 kids. Come on, family. We get ahead of you. What do you say to me?
Yeah, I guess if I was standing there for like an hour, I would get a little mad. Yeah.
You tap my shoulder?
I would just be like, hey, at least buy me a soda or something for my family. If you're gonna cut in front of the line, then do something nice for us.
Yeah, okay.
You know, but
I'll
I don't
buy
know.
a piece of art.
Yeah, I wouldn't have kicked you out. I don't know. I'm too nice.
I would be so passive aggressive. Well, it's not like I've been waiting in line forever.
I can see you do that. Yeah.
I'll be hella passive aggressive. Okay. All right. Thank you, Brandon. And will I be back in Idaho if they book me? I hope so. I love the FFC family, so hopefully they bring me back out. All right. Jennifer in West Valley City, how do you motivate yourself?
How do I motivate myself?
It's a good question.
It is a good question. I find so many things that motivate myself. One of them is music. The other one would be just, I don't know, just try to. I find motivation in like the smallest things, you know, like if I'm gonna paint, for example, that one painting, I don't know if you got to see it. I name it. I forgot the name of it already. I balanced the one with the 2 bodies.
Yeah.
I think I got really motivated on that because my sister is the one that actually brought me the picture. It's actually a picture from a sculptor. This sculptor did it while the people were posing and he was working on it. So people pose for like 48 hours. I mean, of course, they took breaks and stuff. They posed for 48 hours while he was sculpting them. And so it's on display in Las Vegas. So my sister took the picture and she's like, you should paint this for me. So when I saw it, I just saw like, okay, come on, a picture, you know, I think I can do it. It's hard, but I think I can do it. But when I started, because I research everything, like if I'm going to paint something, I like to research and do like some, learn about the history of what's behind that thing that I'm going to paint. So when I started researching this sculpture and learn how much patience he has, like, can you imagine working for 48 hours in front of people? I don't think I could ever do that. Like, I don't think I can have somebody just there watching me while I work. It'd be kind of, I don't know, gruesome to do. But when I heard that, I just like, I was like, I have so many things to be grateful for, you know, because I have the time and I have the talent and I have the patience, and why not just do it? And then it just kind of not comparing me to somebody else, but just maybe seeing me and how good I have it and how I can make it work. And actually making it work is pretty much what motivates me, you know, the actually getting hands on something and at least finishing it. So I really enjoyed making that piece of art, because it was just, I felt inspired by the sculpture, which he doesn't even know me. He doesn't even know that I, you know, painted his sculpture.
Yeah.
But it inspired me, like after knowing how much work he went through to do that. I painted that in 6 months. It took me longer than he did, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's nothing compared, you know, with like having the people and probably the stress and the pressure of like having to finish a piece of art. So I don't know, I just find motivation in other people and how much they work and how much they how much effort they go through in order for us to enjoy things.
Yeah, it's
just amazing.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you for that question, Jennifer.
Good question. Thank you, Jennifer.
All right, I got 2 more here. Cameron in San Pedro, California. What's your favorite chip?
My favorite chip, like Lay's. Chips?
It's that, yeah, like that potato chip kind of thing.
Potato chips. Oh.
I got mine. I love Funyuns.
Funyuns are a good one. The hot Cheeto ones, right? They're pretty popular. I just like the deep fried corn chips, Mexican chips.
Like chicharrones or what?
No, the tortilla chips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like
okay,
the nachos.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think those will be my favorite. I think those I'd like with some guacamole on the side.
Yeah.
That they will be my favorite. I'm not that big on chips.
Are you you're not a junk food person?
I am. No, I am. I enjoy junk food here and there. I don't know, chips.
What's your go-to snack?
My go-to snack. Probably Chick-fil-A.
Damn. What do you get from Chick-fil-A? You get just a regular? You get a deluxe?
Anything at Chick-fil-A, like the salads, the spicy deluxe. I love that one. The fries.
Chick-fil-A bugs me because they don't put sauce on it.
Salsa?
No sauce. It's all dry. It's just chicken, pickles, and a bun.
But they have a bunch of like sauces, like the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Just put it on there. Why do I have to put it on there?
It's just for your.
And then they get mad at you when you ask for a sauce.
They do?
They do me.
I never seen people at Chick-fil-A get mad. They're like the nicest people ever. Like in the drive-thru,
Maybe
inside.
I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, I think you're exaggerating. People at Chick-fil-A are like the nicest.
Yeah. What did they say at the end?
Thank you for coming.
It's been my pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's been a pleasure or something like that.
Yeah,
Pleasure
yeah.
serving you.
You're right. See, isn't that like the nicest?
Their milkshake's good. I like the little peach one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right now it's like they have it because they don't have it all the time, right?
Mm-mm.
So right now they have it. So go get one. They should pay it. They should give you some money, Chick-fil-A, right now.
No,
for talking so
sponsor.
much. Yeah.
We need a sponsor here. All right. So Abigail loves Chick-fil-A. But that's not really that's not really a treat. Like, what's a candy? You do Skittles, Twix? Are you not a candy person?
Chocolate, dark chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like just regular Dove, maybe something like that.
Yeah, I like Dove. I like the chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those will be my go-to snack.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do you cook?
I do. Yeah. I've heard that I'm a good cook. Not entirely sure.
Who told you this?
My sister. My sister's my biggest supporter.
Yeah.
Supportive. Yeah.
I don't know if I believe her.
Yeah. I don't. maybe not even me anymore.
Yo, your sister hates me right now.
She probably loves you for doing this interview.
That's funny. So what's your go-to? Like when you cook for the family on a Thursday night, what are you cooking?
I probably do some pasta with like chicken and or meat, red meat. I'm a big meat eater.
Beef.
Yeah. Beef.
How do you like your steak?
Medium rare, medium well, medium rare, in between medium well and medium rare.
What do you put on your steak?
A1 sauce.
Okay. All right. If you would have said ketchup, I would have been like,
Oh no, who puts ketchup on their steak?
my wife.
Oh, well, that's a good choice.
Yeah, she does, and it bugs me. And I'm like, no,
Where is she from?
Ogden.
Like from here?
White
US?
girl. White girl from Ogden,
Ketchup
Utah.
on the steak. Well, that's interesting. I never heard that before.
No, I don't do it. I do the most I'll do is A1, but typically it's just herb and butter, just herbs. You just saute
mushrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah, onions.
yeah. All right.
Getting hungry now.
Okay, last one here. Charles in Salt Lake City. If you had a scent made after you, what would it smell like?
A scent after me?
So this candle right here, if it was made of you, if you were the scent, what would be on the candle?
Oh, wow. Maybe I should ask the closest people in my circle to answer that. It would be...
Let me go first.
Okay.
I think I would smell like cedar.
Cedar?
Yeah,
like the wood?
Like cedar.
That's a good smell.
Yeah, like a cedar smoky type of. I don't even smoke, but like a cedar wood type of smell.
Yeah. A smoky. I would say cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah, cinnamon. I'm always chewing cinnamon gum, so maybe that's
Are you
why.
a big red person? You like big red gum?
Well, I like cinnamon gum, but I don't like the red color.
Really? What's your favorite color? Teal?
It changes every year. This year it's brown, but for some reason every year it changes. Like last year, I remember I was wearing that tilt blue.
Yeah.
Tilt blue. The year before that, I was wearing fuchsia, and it's just I don't know. It differs, I guess.
This
I
year's
never
brown.
have this year's been brown.
All shades of brown?
Maybe this one.
Okay.
See, I'm wearing it already.
Gotcha.
My shoes are kind of like brown.
There you go.
Yeah, every shade of brown. Anything brown. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. So cinnamon and cedar. Okay. We got the question. Charles, that was a good question. That's a unique one.
Hey, yo, you're probably listening to the Unrestricted podcast with DreRawka.
We are?
No, they are.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the real Ruby. You can catch me and Fonzie and the
Defunct.
G Daddy Funk on Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, but I think you have to come in more smoother, more funnier. Like, yeah, they could catch us on the Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, y'all can catch us on the Lake Talk 801.
Yeah, and be like, and yeah, man, hey, and they could catch people like me, the real Ruby, and people like you, Fonzie, and people like him, G Daddy Funk,
Wow,
on
that's
the
a
Lake
lot of
Talk
people.
801. Who cares?
What did he say?
Huh?
I didn't hear him.
I don't know, but
Why-
this probably should be the ad.
Are these on?
Catch a new episode every Monday on all streaming platforms. The Lake Talk 801. Tune in now.
Man, you know what sounds really good? Just some chips and salsa.
You want the best salsa ever? Get yourself some Sauce Up Salsa at sauceupsalsa.com. Fresh fire roasted salsa, fresh ingredients, fresh produce made just for you.
I'm a player, man. I'm a pimp, and I don't have to deal with you. Got your shirt on backwards. Player. Players, fuck up.
P or not P? That is the question.
So with P or not P, it's either it's cool or not cool. So an example would be somebody coming to your house for dinner, and the guest doesn't bring anything. No wine, no no dip, no chips or anything like that. Is that cool or not cool?
Well,
But that's just an example.
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
All right, P or not P is powered by the good folks over at Blue J Hard Cider. So good. Where refreshing, flavorful, low-calorie drinks are always on the menu. The margarita, the Mexican mule, my favorite, the Paloma, all available in a variety pack that you can get at your nearest grocer. And if they don't have it at your nearest grocer, go on to bluejseltzer.com. You can request it. And as always, drink responsibly. Okay, so kicking off P or not P. Taking the hotel's shampoo and conditioner.
Well, it's cool because they're individual size for each person, so they have to like switch it every time. If you don't take them, they might use them for the next guest. You never know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'd say take it.
Yeah.
Same thing with the hospital. Take all the gloves.
Well, take all the gloves.
Take all the masks, all the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, because they might use it on the next person. You never know.
Okay. All right. Next one. Going to the movie theater on the first date.
On the first date?
Yes.
No, I don't think that's cool. What do you think?
Well, it doesn't give you time to talk, right? Get to know the whole.
Yeah,
the
the whole
purpose
point.
of dating is to get to know somebody.
Exactly.
Maybe like the second or third date, a movie.
Yeah.
Right.
I movies to date maybe after you're married. I don't think movies to date is
How do
a
you
good
measure
idea.
dating? Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess after you get to know the person. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Using your kid as an excuse to get out of something.
Every time. Every time. I use my kids as an excuse all the time. And I hate that I say this because people are not going to, like, they're going to know now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to kick me in the butt later on. But
Have they ever called you out? No, Mom, I'm not sick.
No, because I never did it in front of them. Like, I was really careful about that. Like, I know I lied in front of them. Of course we have, but I try not to I try for them not to ever see me lie, because I never want to tell them that it's okay to lie.
Yeah.
So I lie to them all the time, but if I was going to say something to somebody that it was going to be a lie, I try not to do it in front of them.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I think it's cool. Use him. If you have him, use him, you know?
Abigail's a professional liar over here.
Yeah. Not a good one, though.
No?
No, because people, they do. Sometimes they can tell. Well, most of the time they can tell when I'm lying.
Yeah.
They say that I don't know, that I do something. But I do try to lie all the time to get out of stuff. So, I mean, you have to lie here and there.
Small lies.
Small lies, yeah. Of course, you're not going to say things like they're going to incriminate you in the next day or something. You have to be smart about your lies.
All right. Are you a snitch?
No.
You don't snitch?
I don't think that's cool either.
Okay.
No.
That wasn't a part of the question. I was just wondering.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not a snitch.
Okay, good. All right. Owning a bird.
Owning a bird. No, not cool.
No.
No, birds are supposed to be roam free. Fly. That's why they have wings.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Do you have any animals?
No. Mm-mm.
Never? Even growing up?
I had dogs.
Oh.
The last time 5 years ago, we had like a really cute puppy, and she was so cute, and she ran away. It was so cute because we let her out, into the garden for her to do her necessities, whatever. And every time that she needed to come back inside, she will like bump her head on the door, knocking on the door. That's she bumped her head. And one time she never knocked, and so we went outside and looked for her, and we never found her. And it was so sad. And after that, I said, I'm never getting another dog. It was really hurtful.
You let it run away.
No, but she was just in the... Yeah, that's true. She was just in the lawn, like on our yard. Who takes the dog from your yard? I mean, come on.
Fenced?
Yeah, it's fenced.
So somebody came and got it.
Yeah, yeah.
So you had a dog kidnapped and you didn't put up no signs or anything?
Well, sometimes she would escape. She would she had like ways for her to, I don't know, sneak out. But we will go outside and we'll find her, on the neighbor's house, or sometimes even the neighbor will call us like, yeah, your dog's over here. But that one time we never found her. We kept looking for her. We took the car and drove for several blocks and we never found her. So they probably stole her.
You didn't put up no signs? Missing dog?
No.
What's the dog's name?
I guess Marley.
Marley?
Yeah.
You didn't care about Marley at all.
I guess I didn't. I was so sad. I was so sad that I didn't even care for a sign out there. No. I was like, who's going to bring her back? She was really cute. So I was like, there's no chance they're going to bring her back.
Jeez.
Now you're making me feel awful. See, this is why I don't have another dog, because I couldn't take care of it. So I was like, okay.
You don't care
no more
about
dogs. Yeah. So see, in a weird way, I am a good person because I never got another dog because I was gonna lose it again.
Yeah. Okay.
In a weird way.
This is hilarious. All right, using the shock collar on a pet.
Shock collar on a pet.
Have you seen those where they bark and it zaps them?
Yeah, I've seen them, and I would say I don't agree with animal cruelty. Mm-hmm. But sometimes there's some dogs that do deserve it. Sometimes they're like just so annoying. It's like, oh, come on, just like, I don't know, buzz it already or there's something to it. Shut it up. Sometimes they do deserve it. You're not going to let me lie. What do you think?
Well, I mean, you let your dog run free, so you didn't have to get the shock collar because you were like, bye, Marley.
Well, I mean, you never know anything bad's gonna happen to your family members ever. You know.
I'm playing.
I know.
No, I don't think the shock collar. I don't think it's humane. I think if I had a dog, I mean, your dog is like your kid, right?
Yeah.
So you would have to train your dog to do things that are gonna, train them not to do things that are gonna get them hurt or that you don't want, right? You don't want your dog to sit on the couch. You have to train them not to go on the couch. If you don't want your dog to bark, you have to train them to not bark, these type of things. But you have to do it early when they're a puppy, right? Mm-hmm. So I think the shock collar, while it will keep them quiet, I think it's also a lack of training your dog, right?
Yeah.
It's lack of putting an understanding in your dog that they need to use an inside voice.
Yeah, because it's cruel, right? Mm-hmm. It's cruelty.
Bad news.
But I feel like sometimes they do deserve it.
Would you ever put one on your neck?
Not on mine.
Why not?
Because I don't bark.
Waldo, bring out the collar. All right. Next one. Going to a football game, but not tailgating. Do you know what tailgating is?
Yeah, like with your car.
Yeah. You know how they have the party before they go into the game?
Yeah. Well, going to full football game and not tailgating.
Not tailgating.
Then I guess it's fun, right? Tailgating.
Yeah, it's a party.
Yeah. So no, I would say tailgate all you want.
Yeah, there's barbecue. Sometimes there's video games. There's a whole lot of drinking, right? It's hyping you up before you go into the game.
You know, one time I went to a youth's football game. We did hair surgery on a patient, and he invited us.
Don't say his name.
No, I won't.
Okay.
And he invited us. He gave us free ticket. I can't remember what it was, but we went, and this girl, you know how they before the game they all have like their RVs and they're like doing carne asadas outside or the hot dogs, whatever. There was this girl who was running naked around that area, and she got fined $5,000 just for that.
Did you paint her?
Did I paint her? No, she wasn't even painted. No, it would have been cool, you know.
I
should. Yeah, no, I was thinking maybe body paint her. You know, let me at least body paint you.
Cover you up.
But yeah, painting her would have been cool too.
Have you ever done that? Just on skin?
Just on faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it'd be cool to do it on skin. I feel so much pressure. Like if somebody's waiting for me to do something, to finish doing something, it's so I feel so pressured that I don't feel like I would do a good job. Maybe if I started practicing and stuff, it'd be kind of cool to paint somebody, like their body and stuff.
There you go. If you are somebody that wants your body painted, hit up Abigail.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next one. Washing your car through a automatic washer rather than hand washing it.
Well, I have a quick car wash.
Me too.
So
shout out to Quick Quack. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Did you do the ceramic, the newest one?
It's
the top one, the ceramic. It's a ceramic wash. Oh, you gotta get it.
Yeah,
it works so good.
You know, I have it because somebody gave it to me. Gave me like a whole year membership from there, and I started using it. Yeah, I know it was.
The person must love you.
Well, yeah, I don't really want to say how he did it because I mean we did a hair transplant on him. He was really happy.
Abigail, stop.
I know.
Stop talking.
Stop talking. You're making me talk. Oh my God.
No ratting, remember?
Yes, I remember. But I didn't say no names.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
So then he gave us that, and I just kept using it forever. I don't know which one he gave us. Every time I just go, they're just like, a member? I'm like, sure. So I don't know which one I have.
What color is your car?
Black.
Oh, I got a black car too. You gotta. Next time you go, just be like, hey, can I try the ceramic? They'll give it to you for free.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I always get free stuff from them. I just ask.
All right.
A lot of people don't realize if you just ask for stuff, most people will just give it to you.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I will ask now.
I would love to try the ceramic. Oh, really? Yeah, go ahead. Watch.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of come up pretty dumb and stupid. You know, like, what's the ceramic?
Boom. Yep.
Yeah. Because I hate asking. That's something that I have to get out of my system or you know, get help with it because I hate asking for free stuff.
Gotcha.
I do.
No, I do too, but just do it.
But it's good because sometimes you just want to try it, and sometimes asking for free stuff it generates to purchasing more.
Bingo.
And you know, you just have to do it, and you have to feel like you deserve it.
Yep.
And for some reason, I don't feel like I do, I guess, because I hate asking for free stuff. I hated asking my dad for money, which, I mean, it was his responsibility to give me money.
I mean, not really.
Well, not really, but it was. Not really, but it was.
All right. We got just a couple here. Going to the fair, but not having any of the fair food.
No, not cool, right? Because you have to buy local.
Yeah.
And just help out small businesses and stuff. And
get a funnel cake.
Yeah, get one of each.
There you go. If you can afford it.
Funnel cakes are really messy though.
The brown or the powdered sugar is, huh?
Yeah, they're too sweet. I don't think they're good for you at all.
Well, no, it's the fair. None of that food's good for you.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's not like you go to the fair every day to eat. You go there once a year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Get your corn dog.
Yeah, corn on the cob.
Oh, yes, that too.
See, that's healthy.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
All right. Wearing socks with sandals.
That is the question.
I don't think it's cool. The only people that I've seen wearing socks with sandals are like the cholo looking guys, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Waldo.
Well, yeah, you wear sandals on there. I'm just kidding. It is cool.
The higher the sock, the downer the fool.
I mean, it's kind of cool, yeah. Since
My
Waldo's doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Last one here. New Year's resolutions.
You know, I was doing them for a certain period, but I figure I mean, this is just me personally. I never got to do them. Like I don't know. I said that I was going to start, like, for example, losing weight one year. I'm like, I'm going to lose 15 pounds. I'm going to try to lose 15 pounds. And the whole year passed by and I never did it. And it's up until you just like, well, when I stop doing New Year's resolutions, that I just figure you just need to do your own resolutions every day. Pretty much every day when you wake up, just do your resolutions. I'm going to smile more often. I'm going to try to eat more healthy. And see, I started this year. I said that I was going to start eating more healthy. It wasn't a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
But I did. I think I've been doing a pretty good job on it, and the main reason is because I didn't do it on New Year's. But I feel like I don't know, if you're going to try to do something, just try to apply it every day.
Yeah,
not just on New Year's.
Stay consistent, right?
Stay consistent. There you go.
And even if you fall off, like I would say for example, like you with your art, even if you don't do a piece a week, right, bounce back the next week. Try to get a piece in the next week, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's like a plateau that I always hit when I'm painting something. Like if I'm gonna start a new painting, like I'm halfway done, and for some reason the next day I don't feel like painting anything at all, and it could go weeks without me going back to the same painting, and then I'll just like all of a sudden pick it up and start painting again, and I don't know what it is, but it just happens.
Are you a routine person?
No, I hate routines. I mean, they're good for certain things, you know, like waking up in the morning like a certain time. I feel like you should wake up every morning at a certain time and go to sleep at a certain time. Sleep is really important, and things that are important. But routines, like, I don't know, maybe just like getting up out of your house with the right foot all the time, and you know, things like that. I don't feel like they're that important. But I'm not too much you know, like I don't follow a routine every time, but I don't know what's up with the plateau thing that I hit every once in a while, but it's there. It's
relatable. I think a lot of us can relate to plateaus and figuring things out. I think you're figuring out a lot of things in your life and in this art world, and I think it's awesome. I'm looking forward to following this journey.
Thank you.
How can other people follow this journey?
Well, I'm working on a website right now. It's Abigail Landin, just like my first name and my last name.com. It's a work in progress. It hasn't been released yet, but we're working on it. But right now I'm on Instagram as Abigail Landin as well. Is it hashtag? What is at. Yeah. Hashtag is Twitter, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm too old.
But maybe hashtag Abigail Landin is how we can find some of your art if we do use that hashtag, right? Are you hashtagging that? You should. You should hashtag your first and last name. Yeah. So if we use that hashtag and we just click that hashtag, we can find everything you.
Yeah. Abigail Landin. It's just my first name and last name, and it's there.
Awesome. Are you taking commissions?
Fine commissions.
So are you? So if I wanted to buy a piece of artwork for my wife, right, and I said, hey, can you do a portrait of my kids, or hey, I want to do something special for my wife. How much is it, or whatever? Are you taking that type of work?
Yeah. I guess I could do it. The last time somebody asked me to paint a portrait, I didn't enjoy it that much. Somebody asked me to paint. I guess it just depends on like whether I'm going to enjoy to do it, which motivates me to do. Some girl asked me to paint some mountains, some Venezuelan mountains, and I did, and I really enjoy doing that. And then somebody else asked me to paint a portrait from like an artist and stuff, and I started doing it, but I didn't really enjoy the portrait that much. And then somebody else asked me to paint their baby, and also that didn't. I don't think it's something that I want to do, you know. But if you tell me, I don't know, to paint, like for example, I don't know how to explain it, but somebody asked me, this person, I want to do something nice for this person. I want to do a painting for him. And I was like, okay, what do you have in mind? And they're like, well, I really don't know, but he likes eagles, and he likes this sort of animals, and he likes this and this and that. So out of like all his likes, we ended up painting like a bald eagle, and they look really cool. And I guess he's like a fanatic of bald eagles. And I really enjoy doing that for him. So I don't know what it is. It's not that I don't like to do certain things that people ask me to. I do. But it's I guess it's people's likes, not portraits, probably.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is you'll work with somebody if it makes sense. If it's something that inspires you and you get I guess excited about, you'll work with them. So and really just reach out to Abigail for a consultation. She'll tell you if she's interested or not. Abigail at Abigail Landin on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
Perfect. I'm excited to see the website. Hopefully we can get it up pretty soon here.
Yeah, we're gonna be following each other, so
yes.
I'll let you know.
Yes, I had a lot of fun talking with you. You have an interesting story.
Thank you.
Really blown away about the hair transplant stuff.
Oh yeah,
I think that's really intriguing, and I think that a lot of people don't know a lot about it. So maybe we'll have you back, and we could talk deep dive into hair transplants.
Yeah, of course, anytime. I enjoy your talk as well. Like, you're fun, and I was a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect, and you just made me feel really comfortable, and I loved every minute of it.
That's what my job is. It's just
good.
a conversation.
You do a good job.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Again, a big shout out to Waldo, Free Temptation Marketing. If you need photos, videos, he got you covered. I hear that the King States have been keeping them busy. So if you're looking for maybe holiday photos, if you need some holiday, we're looking at the end of 2023. So if you need photos for the end of the year, book with Waldo, Free Temptation Marketing. You know how to find them on Instagram. Another big shout out to A Bar Named Sue, 8136 South State Street and 3970 South Highland Drive. Again, I'll be there on the 8th of July, so come on out. UFC 290. And another big shout out to Blue J Hard Seltzer. I always say cider. I don't know why I always get it mixed up. But the hard seltzer is the jam. I love the Paloma. This is the drink of the summer. Go get yours today, and thank you for all the support that Blue Jay gives me. Follow me on Instagram at DreRawka, DreRawka. You can also check out the website allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com for more information. Again, Abigail Landin, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Protect your light and have the day you deserve. We're out. Peace.